Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. Sunday night football. Going to be a pretty interesting game. We've got, all of a sudden, the surging San Francisco 49ers against the Denver Broncos. This is going to be, Brian, this is going to be your free play. And I got to tell you, I don't have a definitive side in this game, so I'm going to probably be playing devil's advocate, looking at both angles, because I seriously right now can make a case for both teams in this one, and I'm interested to hear which way you're going.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this line goes. I think Denver as the teaser is probably the better way to go in this game. Currently 6.5, just basically just got to win the game, similar to Cincinnati last week, but we won't get into that one. That one killed me.
How many four-letter words did you shout whenever that field goal was missed in overtime?
You know, the way that game went, I just had a feeling that was going to happen. So in my mind,
I would have rather them lose the game than to miss a field goal in overtime when they were down so close.
Yeah,
that was not. It was not a pretty sight.
No, it was not pretty, and a lot of mistakes made in that game, and obviously a mistake from a handicapper because I lost my bet. I didn't have to tease
I was with
Cincinnati.
You. Worst teaser Sunday ever, ever.
For me, at least.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah, but you know, we've got a situation here, and we talked about this in a prior video. San Francisco playing national TV. They win, cover the game. A lot of people are going to look at that and they'll say, okay, now San Francisco's back. But we talked about this earlier. I still think San Francisco's got some major problems on the defense. Offensively, they had that big 80-yard pass right before the half. They didn't run the football. When San Francisco runs the football, they win. That's what they've got to do. You don't want to put Kaepernick in a situation where he's going to make a call, because you know chances are it's going to be the wrong call. He's you know, nothing against our northern neighbors in Nevada here, but you know, the schools down here are not known for. But anyway,
send those hate emails to Brian Leonard, please.
I think there's somebody in this room that actually has a UNLV degree, but we'll just go on off of that. Yeah, it's so San Francisco's a team right now that they look pretty good on national TV. I think it was more of the Rams just not looking good.
Well, absolutely. When you got, and that's one of them. When you got Colin Kaepernick go 22 of 36 for 343, yeah, the defense is bad. St. Louis, they're not good at all. But my concern, and to play devil's advocate, coming into the season, we know the problems that the limitations that the San Francisco offense has had. We talked about it last year. If they keep the reins on Kaepernick to save him so he doesn't take those hits because you need him. And then you saw last year at the end of the season when the games really were important and moving into the playoffs, they took the leash off of him and let him be Colin Kaepernick and run the football. They're a much better team. But this year, they're not running the football again. They're relying on him. So the offense has not done well. But surprisingly to me, and with all of the injuries they had coming into the season, suspensions that they had coming in, we thought the defense was going to be a major problem for San Francisco. And although I still don't think they're good, only one team has rushed for over 100 yards against the San Francisco defense. And that was the first week of the season, the Dallas Cowboys, which we have seen, they're probably the best rushing team in the league, the way they're running football. Everybody else they've held under 100. Yeah,
well, Denver doesn't have to run the football, and that's the situation here. And, you know, San Francisco back-to-back road games. We've always talked about in the past the importance of divisional games. San Francisco plays the divisional game, Monday Night Football, now has to travel to play Denver, a team from the AFC. This game has lower precedence. Obviously, it's against Denver. But San Francisco's been a very good underdog. I'll give them credit for that. But Denver at home, since Peyton Manning's been there, it's just been terrific. They've been a major moneymaker at home, and you're getting there back at home in this game. And I just happen to think Denver's the better team here. And the line may come into play here, which is why I like the teaser better. But I would much prefer to have Denver here than I would San Francisco in the second of back-to-back on the road.
Yeah. I'm on the fence, and we'll wrap it up because we've gone a little long on this video. Just two things I want to point out. I agree with you 100% about priority, being a non-conference road game, and being that they played on Monday night and it was a road game and they're playing a short week, another road game. They end up basically losing, a day and a half more because, you're traveling back Monday night and you got to travel to go to the site that you're playing on Friday, whatever day you travel. So it is definitely a rough week for San Francisco schedule-wise. But my only concern with Denver is this team is not getting a lot of separation. They've really only gotten separation from the Jets, which was last play of the game, an interception return. And the only other team that they did get separation from was Arizona, and that's when they ended up going down to a third-string quarterback in that game when Logan Thomas had to come in that game. So that's my only concern with laying points with Denver.
If you've watched Denver, they play up and down to the competition. When they played Seattle, they got up for the game. Arizona undefeated. So you have to take everything as it comes.
Brian says, go ahead and lay the points with Denver. He says the better bet, though, is to use Denver on those teasers. And I can't disagree with him there. I'm on the fence on this one. We're going to be back. We're going to head to Monday Night Football. Going to take a look at, I got to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is going to be absolutely unbearable. That's up next. WagerTalk.com. Yeah, you're going to be like...